Humans sure do love their wars. There were times when men figured that it was better to handle the operations and dispatch the creatures who were truly made for service. A sharp sense of smell, excellent trackers, perfect soldiers for no man's land. You'll never find a soldier more loyal than a dog. That time, there were us. Major, Doxy, Tank, and me. We scouted the woods for several weeks until we encountered a hostile force. And suddenly, we had to run. But that's alright. That's just what they sent us for. Do this job so they won't need to. And who's more perfect for the mission than men's best friend? Back home, I lived close to the humans. They called me Good Boy, or just Audie. I spent my time playing and running in the fields, but my main task was to catch the geese in the lake for my masters. I was quite efficient. I was drafted shortly before that mission, and found our world quite confusing and different. I was determined to be of use and to keep pleasing my masters. We waited in the fortress for our men to come and bring us back to base. My comrades were more experienced than I was, so I figured I should try to connect with them. The friendliest, without a doubt, was Tank. Mountain Tank, a true war dog. He loved the smell of marked territory in the morning. Tank was thrilled to serve, and maybe even wanted to keep serving for the rest of his life. He only had half a tail. The other half was bitten off by a wolf back in his early dog days. Ever since then, Tank embarked on an illustrious wolf hunting career. While we were in the fortress, Tank would talk for hours, mostly about his war fantasies. He saw himself, a fearless warrior, leading the people into absolute victories on the battlefield. The humans worshipping him and declaring him a hero. Not everyone shared Tank's enthusiasm. Poor Doxy. I've never met a dog as miserable as him. He started his life as a rat hunter, but he didn't like talking about it. After that, he made a name for himself as a racing dog, and even ran in official Dutch Hound races. When I met him, Doxy had been serving for a long time. He was tired, frustrated, cared little for the mission, and even less for us. He would express his anger about the risk and the unfairness of our duty, how dogs like us are sent to the front over and over, while the humans would stay behind. Our loyalty just made us pawns in their game. Tank would call him Wiener Dog, which Doxy really hated. He longed for retirement. He would imagine himself growing old, living a comfortable doggy life, maybe chasing some birds in the park. Sometimes he didn't believe that he'd ever make it. And then there was Major. He was a dog to admire. He had this aura you'd expect from a commander, very stable and tough, always shouldering the weight of the mission, tracking and sniffing every corner of the fortress. Major was never the sharing type, so most of what I knew about him I heard from rumors. It was said that he was a descendant of the legendary dog Horand von Grafrath. It was also claimed that his grandmother was the first parachuting dog. That program did not last long. There was even a rumor that in his youth, Major was a big movie star, starring in silent films. A rumor that might have been true said that he earned the Medal of Honor for his service in the war. He never doubted his mission, always completely obedient. Only long afterwards did I learn that Major was never a hunter like we were. He was a shepherd. I wish I could say it all ended differently. It always surprises me how fast the wind changes. It was a shift like any other. At the last light of day, we were suddenly surrounded by a pack. It's a time. In 1 second, the cold strikes, and it seems that everything is gone. Who will protect you when the time comes? Who needs to pay the price? What did we have left? Under Major's order, we had to escape. Scouting in darkness, wandering on into a fog and a storm, farther away from anything we ever knew. Wandering on and on.